Hello and welcome to the show. I'm your host, Nice, and today these are my construction zords. Sorry if it's a little musty. I don't have my usual base plate currently. Well, I have it, it's just broken. Like, the stand isn't properly connected. But let's get into, let me show you the zords. So first, here's the red crane zord. You can probably tell it's like the base just of the Megazord. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of dust on here. Sorry, I should probably change this bottom plate to be black, to be more like treads. But you live and you learn. Like the crane itself can swivel, and so can where I'd imagine the hook would be. It's on one of these joint pieces. Then next, we have, honestly, my favorite zord. Also, sorry if my shadow's in the way. It's like, I have it on the lowest, I have it on a shelf, but the shelf has bins instead of like regular stuff. I can't think of the word. Like actual shelves. But this is the bulldozer zord. This, this one I really like. This was the first one I actually made. And this, it's supposed to be like a shovel, but it kind of looks more like a drill. And here's like little scooper. I like the little red trim. Then the little, sorry about the cut, an alarm went off on my phone. But I like the little red here too. I think there's a tiny bit of red on each. Yeah, there's red on each zord. Then the final zord is the freight train zord. This actually carries the other zords, and you can probably tell just by looking at it, it's gonna be the legs. This one, the least detailed, so there's not much talk about. Oh, it's so dusty. Ugh, it's so gross. There's not really much to talk about. I don't know if you can see these little red dots, like at the tips of each, like, foot, I guess. I'd imagine those would be like lights. But that's enough about the individual zords. I think it's time for them to combine. this, let me move back a little. This is what I call the Construction King Megazord. I call it that because it's all kind of construction based. Yeah, they're all construction based. And the freight train is a little bit of a stretch, but freight trains are mostly to carry things. Like, for construction, if you didn't know, but you probably did. But this season has a lot of different mecha or zords, but not as much as like my beast rangers. Like, I've honestly kind of given up on filming every single video for all of them because there are just so many of them. Like, I can think of 5 different Megazords off the top of my head that don't share any of the same parts and are the minimum for what the Zords can be. Like, but yeah, I don't know. There's a lot. But these are, but all the Zords I make are cross-compatible with each other. So I can have like one of the arms from one of those Zords combined with this, and vice versa. For articulation, there's not much. There's a little bend in this arm here, and then another. Then you can do 360 that. Same with this arm. With the sword, it doesn't work very well. Then you also have a little bit of hand movement, and then you can swivel the waist. I can do the splits, but I'm too lazy to do that. And then I can go 360. So overall, I think it's pretty cool, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the Zords. The next video will be the auxiliary, and I won't spoil too much.